And all of these children live for a very long time. And they're also huge people. Adam was 60 cubits tall, which is like 60 yards or 60 meters tall. He was huge. This is the Adamic form. All of the early people were like that. They were huge people, and they ruled the earth, and they created world civilizations. And we could talk about that in great detail, but I don't think that we should. I like things like this a lot. Again, it's like in the West, we have blinkers. You know, to even imagine that early people could be giants, it's like, what? Are you crazy? You know? But in fact, the world is filled with giant architecture. You have giant architecture in Scotland. You have giant architecture in Sardinia. You have giant architecture on the north of the Mediterranean. Stonehenge is like giant architecture, but it's not. And that's because of the fact that in Stonehenge, the great stones are actually notched. They are cut. Giant architecture is never like that. You have huge stones that are placed on top of huge stones. And you have the giant arc also, which always goes like this. It's not a true arc. So we know that. You have incredible, like we have what we call these cairns, which people used to call graves of giants. Huge, huge graves in Europe and elsewhere, covered with stones. All humanity, to my knowledge, and maybe I should just not use the word all, but the belief that early human beings were huge people is, to my knowledge, standard human belief. You find it in the legends and in the reports of all people, and also our prophet told us that. So it's the truth. Whether you have found one in the Smithsonian or not, that's another matter. But they were that way. In Beowulf, which is this amazing poem in English, which is pure Tawheed, you really should look at that poem. In Beowulf talks about Eotan. The Eotan are the giants who lived before the flood, because most of the giants are destroyed in the flood. Noah is like that. Idris is like that. Your father Seth is like that. And one of the tafsirs of Surah Nuh is that, when they are drowned, udkhilu naran, they are put in the fire, so they're burned at the same time. They are drowned and burned at the same time. But this is a standard human belief. It's a common human belief that early human beings were like that. The civilization of Noah was a world civilization. Noah lives for a long time. 1,000 years less 50, right? Is that true? If I make mistakes, correct me. And he walks through all the earth. He walks through all the earth to give his message. So we believe that Adam is a messenger. And there are many things that we can say about that. But